We got another episode of Full Dive RPG, and Hito, he is definitely in a pickle. I mean, he literally picked the worst choice that you could have done in this game. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see where this episode is going to take us. And I still cannot believe I got Telsa confused with Tesla. I don't know what to tell you. 99.9% chance to ruin his console. I gotta tell you, I want to see his reaction. I want to see him break his console and see what happens, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That scene just had me rolling because he just realized that he's about to break his console. Yo, is he not gonna give him any advice? Oh really? He definitely did get that title. No, he got the title. Interesting. It's like a little secret, huh? I wonder how that guy got so much knowledge about the game. Because there's so many different paths that you could take. How does he know every single one? Right? Unless he made like different playthroughs. Like he bought different consoles and played all the different outcomes. I mean, it's better than 0.1. Yo, I want to see this training. I want to see what Hito is going to have to go through. That's what I'm saying. He cleared it, right? So I feel like he definitely played this game like on a whole new level. On a whole new level. I really want to meet this character. I wonder if we're ever going to meet him in real life or in the game. It doesn't matter. Imagine playing a game where it would literally break your console. An expensive console. Yeah, no thank you. I mean, if you give up on everything that you try, I mean, you know what I mean? It's got a little bit of a point. It feels like she definitely does care about her brother, right? She doesn't want to for him to be disappointed. She wants him to succeed at something. Character development, some character development. So I feel like he's definitely gonna use this game to like better his life in a way, right? I feel like this game is definitely gonna help him. He's so happy right now, but I can guarantee you he's about to suffer in that training. It is a weird name. I didn't imagine that either. Oh, okay. What was that scream? Why did he scream like that? I mean, you know he's gonna fall for that. Like you know he's gonna fall for that like 100%. Just how it happened with the torture scene. Oh, is he gonna get the same thing from Riona? I'm guessing if he gets through the 5 days of training, he's gonna be, I'm not gonna say OP, but he's gonna be good, I would say, right? I hope that at the end of the 5 days, he's able to use that little running skill whenever he wants. They're evil. They're evil. They're villains. You can tell. They're villains. They're evil. I'm getting confused. Is his name Tesla or Telsa? Because I think I've been seeing it two different ways throughout this episode and last episode. I can just tell that those two, they're bad news. They are bad news. She has to be bored, right? Imagine just sitting back there watching somebody else play while I don't know. I wouldn't be having fun being her just watching Hito play. All right, we get a little bit of a change here. It looks pretty cool. For some light practical training. I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Exactly. He's definitely hinting that this is gonna be horrible. He's already getting singled out. Wait, how? Oh, I was about to say, how did she grow up so fast? I feel like he's about to get beat. I feel like he's about to suffer a lot. Honestly, I'm starting to think that the captain is not very good. I still think he's not very good. It's just that Hito is, his extra suckiness. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he sucks a lot. He's not very good at fighting, so it's not like, he'll be able to do much against the captain or the training person. Everybody just came to the realization that he sucks. A merchant? Wow, that's some disrespect. I feel like he would definitely be able to use his speed to his advantage, but he just doesn't know how to activate that skill whenever he wants. There we go. See, I knew it. I knew it. Somebody that's competent with a sword. I mean, you can just tell that that teacher is not very good. I'm telling you, they're evil. I mean, just look. That dude literally looks like a snake. And I gotta say, the first day, it didn't seem that hard. Like, sure, he got beat a little bit, you know what I mean? He's probably sore, but it wasn't that bad. I wonder if they ever just talked about sleep inside the game. Yeah, maybe they'll talk about it now. Because I'm wondering how much time goes in the game compared to the real world. Like, is it 1-to-1 or is it like a different ratio? Day 2, here we go. Right, it's kind of crazy that this game has so much high-tech stuff, but it's a failure of a game because of the way it is. Damn, yo, Amos is not holding any punches. I think he's worried about the wrong ability. I feel like he definitely needs to do that little speed ability that he did earlier. That's definitely a little exaggeration right there. So far, it doesn't seem like it's a gruesome 5-day training. See, I knew it. I knew those two would be trouble. Yeah, I definitely knew those two guys were just bad news. I mean, you can just tell by their design. This dude looks like a snake, and you can tell the other dude is a brute. Yo, Riona. Oh, that was only a break. Okay, so there's still stuff that's gonna happen day 2. I like that they're going through these days fairly quickly. They're not dragging it along. I mean, it's only a 12-episode anime, so it makes sense, but you know, you can tell Amos, the instructor, is putting Hito against this guy because he knows this guy is definitely gonna hurt him. You can't just swing all over the place, right? You have to have like some type of strategy or something. Look at this. He just deflected it like it was nothing. I feel like by the end, maybe Hito will win against Granada. That would be awesome, right? If he actually is able to win on day 5. Look at that. They're definitely out to bully him. Are those NPCs? I feel like they are. I don't think they're real players. I feel like these two are NPCs that were put there to essentially just mess with the main character. But you can change that, Hito. This is what I'm talking about. I feel like this game is definitely going to teach Hito to kind of stand up for himself. I feel like he's going to stand up to these guys in the game, and then he's going to do it in the real life. This is part of the end, yeah. Episode 8 of Full Dive RPG, we're starting to see Hito do his little training. We find out more about the ordeal that he has to go through. It turns out if you have the best friend killer title, you essentially have a 0.5% to be successful against the goblin attacks whenever they come around. And there seems to be a secret. There seems to be a secret. I cannot wait to find out what it is. But I'm really curious. The person that made this guide, how did they essentially do this? Because to me, it feels like for you to learn all these different secrets, you would have to play the game multiple times. And I don't think you can just start a new game whenever you want. It seems like the game, once you start it, you're kind of locked into that account. So the only way to really start a new account, a new game, will be to buy a new console. And I don't know, maybe this guy that made the walkthrough, maybe he has like 20 consoles and he's played the game like 20 different times and he's been able to beat it all those different 20 times. Who knows? But he definitely does know quite a lot about the game. So either he's beaten it so many times that it's absolutely crazy, or 2, maybe he's like a game developer, right? Maybe the game developers, they decided that the game was too hard, so they needed to create a guide themselves, and they just used that person to kind of be the face of the company or the face of the walkthrough. Who knows? But I really do hope we get to learn the true identity. I really do hope that we get to meet that character, because I feel like what Hito is doing is definitely unconventional. It seems like the person that made the walkthrough, he said he did what Hito did. He said that he was able to get that done. So I'm guessing that he made the exact same choices that Hiro did. So maybe they have that connection. Maybe they'll be able to meet, whether it's outside of the game or inside of the game. Regardless, I want to meet that character for real. Maybe that he can team up with Hiro. Who knows? Maybe he can teach him a couple spells or something, because I wouldn't say that Hiro is struggling with the training that he's going through. I mean, we get to see 3 days of it. I'm guessing next episode we're gonna get the rest, but you know, it doesn't seem like it's very hard training. He's just kind of swinging the sword around, learning how to fight, learning the basics. It doesn't really seem that it's like impossible or really gruesome. Maybe day 4 and day 5, that's what the walkthrough was talking about. That's when the training could get potentially super crazy. Who knows? Because those two characters, right? They're definitely bad news. They're definitely picking on Hiro, and even Hiro made the realization that inside the game he is getting kind of bullied and then, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like this game is 100% gonna help Hiro out, not only in the game but also to deal with real life issues. I feel like whenever he gets the courage to kind of stand up to those two guys, because they look scary, not gonna lie. One of them looks like a literal snake, and the other one looks like, you know, he's like a boss from a game or something. Yeah, and you know, so I'm pretty sure that whenever Hiro gets the courage to stand up to you know, to both of them, he's probably gonna go back into like the real world in real life and be like, you know, if I could stand up to those two guys that seem way scarier than those two puny guys that are trying to take my money, I'm sure I can stand up for myself in the real world. Because this game, that's the point of it, right? It's supposed to be super hyper realistic, to the point where you can kind of probably get confused between the real world and that game in a way, right? So overall, this episode, there really wasn't too much to get hyped about, but next episode, hopefully that'll be something else, because again, we probably gonna learn something big about this little walkthrough that's going on, how Hiro is going to survive this goblin attack. So I cannot wait to find that out. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, and like always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.